dog together. All right, here we go. Putting together my Illinois model 706 grade 9, or it could be vice versa. I might have got that wrong, but it's in one of them orders. Uh, I took it apart last night, and oh, I started doing some recording and kind of messed that up a little bit. But anyway, so I said, shoot, we'll just turn on the live feed and we'll let y'all join in and you can see what's going on. So everything was cleaned. Oiled the pivots here. This is a cap jewel, and I did not know that was a cap jewel. So messed up on the oiling there. So I did not know that was a cap jewel. Hmm. So I'm gonna have to get some oil in there somehow without taking all this off again because this is one piece. These bridges aren't separated. This is just one whole piece. So I just can't take off the pallet fork. I have to take the whole damn thing off. And I'm not too interested in about taking all that back off again. So we'll get oil in it. All right. I got the ratchet wheel on there. And now we'll put this on there. I'm kind of guessing, I'm hoping that this mainspring is going to be good. I'm not sure. I had very low amplitude yesterday when I put it on the grapher. It was really, really low. But when I took my finger, well, not my finger, but I moved this gear here just a little bit with my tweezers, just a little bit of pressure, and that just got that swinging just to see, make sure everything was all good as it needs to be. And it started, well, of course, it's going to pick up amplitude, but as soon as I let it go, it seemed like it was picking up a lot better. And it was a dirty movement. I mean, you could tell it had a lot of grime and whatnot. So it might have been one little piece of dirt might have got past it, and we might have been back in business. All right. So let's see what happens here. I didn't take off the center wheel. That's got a different type of canyon pinion on there. That doesn't look like one I'm familiar with. It was more rounded, more of like a conical shape. It wasn't like um, these other ones I dealt with. So if I'm not sure, I'm not gonna mess with it because I don't want to hurt my watch. I'll look it up or do some searching. I hear some clicking and I can feel some tension. Put a few barrels of wine on it. All right. Okay. Now that that side is completed. Oh, 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 wait a minute. Before I do that, hold on. It's an auto oiler pen. It's got 9010 in it. These things are great. This will save your pockets when it comes to buying oil. Make sure oil's coming out of it. Hold on just a second. I gotta get y'all out of view for just a second. Hold on just a second. Oh man. I was like, did my auto oiler just kick the shits? Oh, a little slow there. Only puts out just a small drop. So I just kind of test it, make sure that it's gonna put out what it needs to put out, and then I'll go ahead and whatever. All right. Okay. I want to try something for just a second. I don't want to break this screw neither, because that can happen. I'm not going to do that neither. Oh yeah. So I just wound it up a little bit. Don't ever do that. You can break that screw doing that. But if you can just put just a touch wind on it, and I just wanted to make sure everything was going to move. So act like you didn't see that. That's another one of those things you can do that you're not supposed to do. All right, we'll flip this over on my good old Myers. I brag on this thing all the time. I love this movement holder. It's a Myers 57. It's got the quick release on it. And I want to be really, really careful because I don't want to squeeze the balance wheel. I tell you what, let's not use that for that. Let's use the cushion. Let's use the cushion because I don't want that balance wheel getting touched. So let's not risk that. It's not worth all that. All right, let's grab some Mobius oil. And like I said, I really don't know what has to be oiled and whatnot. I just kind of oil what I think we need oil, and then people can yell at me later on, tell me, "Oh, you don't fuck that up," or blah 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 and blah blah blah. So, yeah, whatever. And all I'm doing is putting just a tiny touch. Ooh, well, that might have been a little bit more than just a touch. And we'll put some right here where the click goes. I mean, with anything metal on metal, I like to give just a tad, just a touch, because anytime you got metal rubbing on metal, I can't see that being good. All right, then we got the jewels on the bottom. We'll do the same thing. Put a touch of Mobius. This is just great oil. I mean, this oil is it's amazing. It is amazing. It's amazing the difference your watch will run using these oils. They're expensive, but they do last. You don't get a lot of it like this here. I mean, here's a tube of Mobius oil. This right here was like $40, but for what you use, this lasts a long time. So, and I'll show you a tube of 9010. That's 9010. You get 0.5 milliliters, and that's all you get. And this right here was like $30 for 0.5 milliliters. But that 0.5 milliliters, and that was filled up. That was filled to the top. Okay. And let me show you. I'll show you my auto oiler. My auto oiler, I've filled this up 2 times now. And this thing is completely filled to the top. That was completely filled. So I got probably about one more time I can fill this, or maybe 1.5. This is a 9010 in the auto oiler. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, when it came in the mail, I was like, man, oh man, look how much, God almighty, that's like small. I thought I got hosed, which I probably did anyways, but I've had that stuff for over a year. I've had that stuff for over a year, and that's how much I've only used. But I do quite a bit of watches too, so, and I probably use a little bit more than I should. When you're a mechanic like I do, sometimes you think oil's good on everything, but on watches, it's not good. It can hurt a watch. So I had to remind myself that oil's not the answer all the time. It just needs a service. And that is, servicing is oiling it, but you have to use the right amount, not overdo it, not get all happy, like more better. Because if you put too much on there, what you're going to do is, if it gets in a hairspring, well, you're going to stop your movement, because that oil is going to collect dirt and everything else, and then your movement's going to stop. So more is not better. Now, this came with this movement ring, a dust ring. And I'll show you all this dust ring. I don't think this fits this watch. I think this is wrong. It just, see how big that is? Look, that thing's like, most time when you put these on there, most time you can, you gotta, pry them up a little bit to get them off. And being that this is a lever set, I don't think this would have went on there anyways. So I don't think this goes to this watch, or this movement anyways. See, look at that. There's just no way. Look at the gap. This might be in like an 18 size, but I have a 16 size right here. Here's one off another movement. See? Oh. So I think I'm going to use that, actually. I like this dust ring. And it's a good way to protect the balance too. All right, let's get this cased up. This case does not go to this movement. This is a lever set, and I don't have a way to set the watch with this, because this doesn't have a cutout for the lever. But that doesn't mean I can't make it one. Because, well, I tell you what, I like cutting and grinding. Well, I'm all game on that. I got plenty of Dremel, plenty of bits. Not a problem. I'm more than honored. So, yeah. So I think what we can do is, we can take the Dremel and we can maybe mark, I'll mark right there with a pencil. With a marker. And I think we can dog that out a little bit. So that way there I can change the time. But I have no way of changing the time on this. It looks like it's already kind of bent the dial up a little bit because of this damn dog case. It's got an indentation for one, but it doesn't go all the way. Yeah, it's got a little I don't know if you can see it or not. Can you see that? Can you see right there? Can you see it's got a little it's got like a little gap right there for one. But there's no way you could change the time. You'd have to damn take the movement out every time you did it. Hell with that. Well, let's see if it runs first. Let's get all this put back together, and we might have to get crazy on this channel, and we'll do some tooling. I'm more for that. I got this. This is a. I don't think this is an Illinois case, anyways. I don't know what this case goes to. I got it from a watch another watch. I don't remember what it came out of. I need to check the back though. Might have been I don't know. Maybe it was an Illinois watch, but I don't think so. I'll have to look at the back of it. I did get one case screw. And also, I'm looking this up, and this watch is supposed to be pretty good quality watch. A 706. Between 706s and 711s and all the way up to the 800s are supposed to be some of the best qualities. Now after this, they get up to 21 to 23 joules. This is just below that. This is a 19. So this falls in the good category, I guess you could say. So I like to hear that sound. That's the sound I like to hear. So I can tell right away that this mainspring is probably not all that strong. Is because I'm winding this up, and I have not seen the balance wheel cook up on its own yet. And most of the time, if these got a pretty good strong spring, or they're in good beat air, they'll kick up on their own. We shouldn't have to shake it. Well, there it went. But it is oiled. And I'm suspecting I'm probably going to have to change that spring. It is running a little bit better. But it's running a lot better. I'll have to go back in the video and look. But that looks a little bit more than 90 degrees. Or it might be at 90 degrees and just a little quicker. Well, let's go to the time grapher and we'll see what we got. So hold on just a second, y'all. I would show you the time grapher, but it's always blurry. I can't seem to ever get the damn thing to come in focus. So if y'all give me just a second, I'll let you know. 31 seconds fast. And we got a snow. Oh boy. Oh boy. Maybe that ring isn't going to work out. I'm not sure what happened there. Well, try it again, huh? If you don't succeed the first time, try again the second time. I don't think I had it in there, right? I think I had it in there worth of shit. 217 degrees amplitude, and we're 54 seconds slow. Well, the amplitude went way up. It was only at 127 last time I did this. All right, so it's definitely got to increase the speed a little bit. Which, if I put a new mainspring in it, I would be bringing this regulation down. So I think for the time being, because it's running, and I'm fine with that. I can always go back later on and This is always like nerve wracking. You know, you get one slip and it is game over. And I don't have a screwdriver that's technically that small. The Bergeron ones I got, there's one that's right below the one at that 0.8. I need one down to like a 0.5. So I took some old screwdrivers and I grinded them down to a 0.5. Okay, so that's about a half a turn on the barrel. I'm sorry y'all can't see this because my damn camera doesn't puts in such a glare. You can't see the shit. Well, we're getting there. All right. Well, look at that, amplitude's way up, 257. Now we're up to 257 degrees amplitude, minus 5 seconds a day. So now we're minus 5 seconds at 257. All right. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna change out the mainspring. I don't like the regulation to be this far over. All my watches, if y'all seen the video of my watches, they're all on the slow side. I'm just not a big fan of having this regulator all maxed out. All right, that's a full turn. That might be like way more than what I need. I usually don't go that far, but let me see what happens. I just ain't got this thing sitting right. I think what's happening is that it's hitting where the hands go. Why? What is the problem here today? What's wrong with you? Try it again, huh? Oh, well, I'm not going to mess with that right now. Let me get the hands on it and whatnot. Something is. I think this dust ring I put on here might be a problem because I think it's getting in the way. It might be like right at it. Oh well, it's running. That's all that matters at the moment. Well, I'll set the time on it, and we will go from there. But the main reason why I wanted to do this was because I have another one of these watches, and I don't do Illinois very often. Or I should say not very. I should say this is my first Illinois. Um, Most of the watches I've done is just Illinois. I mean, is Elgin and Walthams. So when I started getting into Illinois watches, because I just love the way they look, and Hamiltons, totally different watches, the way they're constructed. As far as timekeeping wise, you know, it's about the same principle, but some of the way they put the parts and how they're laid out, maybe just a little different. But like with these bridges, you know, these two bridges, you know, it looks like one, you know, two separate pieces. It's not, it's one piece. So when I took it out, you know, then now I have to line up both these pivots. And so sometimes that can be, you know, it can be a pain in the rear end. Not everybody likes doing that kind of stuff. It can be challenging. It's a good way to break something. I mean, it looks nice. Don't get me wrong, but um, I would rather have it be a single one. I think. Okay, now what I need to do is I need to figure out a way that I can use this case so that I can change the damn time. Because I can't change the time like it is. So I'm wondering if I can cut that out a little bit. And not hurt the threads. Because I definitely don't want to have to keep taking this out of the case all the time to set the time. That's no good. You don't want to do that shit. So, yeah, I think a new mainspring here is going to be the ticket. I have a couple mainsprings. I have I may have one that does fit this. But I am going to save that for my other watch, my carry-in one. So, oopsie. Let me see what we got here. I need to find a way to mark this damn thing. I need to mark this. There we go. That'll do it. That is my engineering pencil. Make out graphs and whatnot. That's what that's for. All right. Nice blue. Nice blue color. Okay. I want to put this somewhere safe at the moment. I want to put the cover over it. I'll put a cap over it because I do not want nothing flying off in my damn case. All right, let's see if we can make this a case that we can use. Let's see what we got for tools here. I know we got something. What do we got? I'm sure this isn't very, very thick, very like tough metal to get through. So I think I can probably use something that's nowhere designed for this application. So let's try that first. Let's see what this does. Oh, it's an exciting day. So basically, I want a tool that's is the width that has the width I need. So I'm just gonna go like right there. All right. Here we go. Variable speed. All right. We are making a lever set out of not a lever set. Oh man, boy, I tell you what. Now this makes my day right here. I had no idea what this tool is supposed to be used for, but I know what I'm using it for. Most people are watching going, oh my god, he's killed his case. Nah, probably done it a favor. That might work. My biggest issue is I want to make sure I can screw this back on here. I don't want to damage the threads. I need to make sure I can still put this back on here. This is my biggest concern. You know, you can grind all day long, but if I damage the threads to this, it's not worth the crap. Oh, we good. We good. We are good. All right. Now, let's see if that lever will go through there. I think it needs to be a little bit wider. I don't think that's quite enough. We'll find out here in just a second. Yeah, it's just not. I mean, this case is a pretty standard case. It's nothing special. So, like I said, I wasn't worried about it. And now, if this was like a 10 karat 14 or 10 karat gold case, no, we wouldn't be doing this. But being that this is just a cheap ass stainless steel case or whatever the hell it is, steel case, not worried about it. Let's see where we at. Well, did all that work, and it's got one little knoll sticking up. And I was off by a little bit. So, of course, that tool was a little bit wide. Which is okay. That's okay. You're not going to see it anyways. You're not going to see all that. That's all that's going to be covered up. All right. A little bit more. Little bit more. Little bit more. Boy, that didn't get it. I don't know what the hell it is. Man, I tell you what. I don't know what the hell that tool's used for, but boy, I tell you what. No, still got that little spot right there. I don't know if it's going to get over that. There's a little nub that it's making. When I do that, and it's gotta make sure I get all them shavings out of the way before I put this back together. I don't want none of that shit in my movement. That's all I need. Those shavings in my movement. And we're gonna have some real issues. Cut, fit, cut, fit, cut, and fit. Measure twice, cut once. Well, I measured it a couple times, and I'm still cutting a couple times. Why? I don't know, because I like my tools. So if I get a chance to get cut and banging on something, I'm all game. All right, let's see what we got going on here. And I'm trying to get this, the damn thing back together. Come on, you dog. I guess it's pissed off that I got the shit out of it. All right. What we got? Damn, I see what I did. Son of a bitch. Oh my god, I can't believe this. Where's my pencil at? Oh no. God, this damn thing's gonna have a 3-foot damn section in it by the time I'm done. I'm telling you. This is ridiculous. I cannot believe I just did that. I guess somehow I totally did not cut to where I needed to be cutting. Oh my god. Jeez, you ain't gonna see it, but still, I don't wanna damn whack my case all this shit. Man. How did I do that? How did I do that? Fuck. I'm already this far into it. Whatever. Crank her up on high. Shit, I think my tool's coming out. My tool's coming out. All right, let's see what we got now. I'll tell you what, that dog ought to fit now. Jeez. I did not expect that. I was like expecting to make like this little cut, we'll cut out just the spot where we need. Yeah, it's slowly getting wider and wider and wider. Oh my gosh. Poor movement. What is the deal here? Is the damn thing shifting or something? This is like ridiculous. This should not be this hard. Oh my god, like what the hell, what the hell is going on here? There's no way. I mean, this is a total embarrassment. Oh my gosh. There's like just I can't believe this. I cannot believe this. I didn't go over far enough. I'm thinking it's because I'm using this. I'm thinking the tool's going over, and it's not. It was just cutting in the same place. Oh my god! I gotta get the lid back on this thing. Oh Lord! God, I don't want shavings on my hands or anything. I need to be really careful here. I get any shavings in this movement, and it's over with. I do not need any shavings in this movement. God, this was supposed to be like a, 2-second project. man. Yeah, I did not expect that at all. I'm trying to get. Hold on a second. Let me get this in the case, y'all. I can't. I was trying to do it on camera, and I can't. I can't see this. I got something in the way here. Give me just a second, y'all, and I'll get right back with you. Let me do this off of camera for a second. Don't worry, if I screwed it up, I'll tell you. It's hard for me to get this in the case on the camera. I'm gonna have to work off my phone today, and I got such a small area to work with. Yeah, that's what it is. That tool isn't. It's not going out. It's not widening enough. It's not wide enough. It's just basically in the same spot. I didn't go in the right spot. Oh, yeah. So it needs to go down a little bit more. Not a problem. The problem with this tool is I don't know exactly. Not the right damn tool for the job, so it's making this little not as easy as probably as it should be. It shouldn't be this difficult, but that's not the right tooling to be doing this with. So it's kind of making a mess. But like I said, it's all gonna be covered up when you put the lid on it. You're not gonna see any of that. But I still didn't want it to be, some damn hack job. So not what I intended. I wanted this to still look nice. Now it's got a damn opening. You could park a car in there. Man, can't believe I did that. This is why when you do stuff like this, you do it on movements that have no value. Because if you're gonna mess it up, do it on something that you can get away with. All right, there we go. We have our lever set hole. That's absolutely gigantic. Oh, man. That was not the plan. Not the plan at all. Well, you learn. Okay, let's wrap this video up here. We're starting to get a little long. I try to avoid these going over too much time. All right. Well, thank everybody who watched my vids, subscribers. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all so much. Couldn't do this live stream without you. So I'm grateful for that. Okay. So yeah, it looks like the amplitude's picked up quite a bit here. Let me get this case on there. Like I said, I'm trying to keep this as clean as I can. I do not need to have shavings getting in there. And I love this dial. I mean, I'm not even touching that dial. It's not getting nothing. Okay, let's go ahead and get this wrapped up. And then so we're going to put our hands on there. I love these hands. They got like this purple hue to them. And that is so cool. Illinois watches. I've noticed that their hands have all got these cool colors to them. I don't know if that's just UV from the sun, or is that the way they came from the factory? I don't know. But either way, it's just beautiful. All right, I'm gonna take my tweezers here. I can turn on the side a little bit. I can see. You do enough of these, you can kind of tell how far down it is. You kind of get an idea where it needs to be. The first time I done these, I was watching another channel on a guy how he does it, and he didn't have no plastic down, and them hands went flying. And I was like, I think I'll put some plastic over mine when I do it. And then I seen some other channels where that's where actually what they were doing was using plastic. So that was pretty cool. All right. We're going to get our minute hand close as we can to the 12. Yeah, I made some videos before about the minute hand really not making a matter where you put it. And I want to kind of backtrack on that because uh, if your hour hand is at 12, but you put the minute hand over here, um, well, oh, no, never mind. Never mind. Never mind. All right. Hold on just a second, y'all. I'm having a hard time finding out which way this. Oh, I can see I was bent down a little bit. You see that? See, I was bent down. I was looking for that. I was like, where does that go? So I'm gonna get this kind of close to 12, being that close as I can. Okay. I have um tools for this. I'm just doing it by hand for the moment. I can do it pretty good by hand by just using tweezers. And sometimes I don't mind using the tweezers. It's good practice. Go back to, what you didn't have before. All right. And these are some pretty good tweezers. As you can see, these are different tweezers. How wide these are. That's how wide they're thick, nice and thick. And I like using these for hands because they're nice and thick. So I can move the tweezers up when I'm putting the hands on it. It's got pretty good control. So these tweezers actually work really well for putting hands on. I got these at Harbor Freight. Whole pack. They had a watch, traveling watch, uh, for fixing watches. And there was a couple pair of tweezers in there. And look at that, got that on there with just use the tweezers. Okay. Now we're gonna make sure that we don't have any run-ins here. Most of the time I've had a problem with a run-in is usually when it gets to the 6 o'clock, like right, or 6:30 or 7. It'd be like right here. And then the second hand, when it comes around, it hit the tip right there. And it stopped the watch. Oh, look at that. I almost had this set to the correct time. Almost. So I'm going to put this at just a little after quarter till. And let's wrap this baby up. We'll get this video loaded so y'all can see it. If you're seeing it live, thank you. Like I said, I had to use my phone today to do all this. I don't have my computer set up to do the living because it works a little bit. The computer, what's good about doing the live on the computer is I can take the camera and I can get you some better shots and you get some wider views and whatnot. If I use my phone, I can't do that. It has to be just what it is. This case is probably going to be a little tricky to put on here because I had to modify it. Okay. It's on there. Here we go. And there it is. Illinois 706, Model 9, stainless steel case. I love this case. And it's got this nice gilding here. And I love this dial. This is just that awesome patina. Love it. I think I'm going to take this to work with me today. I think it's going to be my work watch today. This might be my carry watch today. It's got the potential for it. It sounds great too. Yeah. Like I said, it's probably going to need another mainspring. And I'll do a video on that. Y'all can see me. I use my mainspring winders. We'll use the mainspring winders and we'll wind one up. These ones here, I don't suggest anybody do it. But you can wind these by hand. The mainsprings for these watches, they're easy to do by hand because they don't have a lot of coils. So they're actually pretty easy to do by hand, and you don't need a mainspring winder for this one. These are pretty easy, and it doesn't hurt your hands or anything. They're like I said, they're pretty easy. But we'll use a mainspring winder. That way I can show you all how I do it with a mainspring winder. And if we need to, I'll do it by hand, and I'll show you all how to do it by hand. Like I said, I just don't recommend it. You can get hurt. You know, these springs are under a lot of tension. They could fly, hit you in the face. So, not something you need to do. Take it to a jeweler, or or at least be careful doing it. All right, y'all. I appreciate everybody, and like I said, I don't want to make this too long here. So there we go, Illinois, back in action. Thank y'all.